Welcome learners to this session of BA Honours Part 3, Paper 7. The topic, The Guide by R.K. Narayan, Lecture 7. Raju lost track of time as he sat and reminisced. He stroked his wavy chest long beard, hair pulled at his back, and his neck adorned with prayer beads. He had transformed himself into Swami, the real Swami. He is called Swami by the village folks who shower him with gifts in plenty. Later, everything is distributed among them. He had got used to evening rains, which turned pleasant, but they were getting scantier by the day, and it was a source of worry, for even the river had shrunk in size. Even the crops had begun to die due to lack of rain. The sugar cane had begun to wilt in the fields. The village wells had all dried up, and people had to come in waves to collect water at the river, and they ended up quarreling. People were gearing up for difficult times. All sorts of theories, including religion, mythology, science, weather, was being circulated by the people. In fact, they wanted to justify why this was happening, why the whole world was coming to a stop, why things were changing so fast. So they needed justification to that. A buffalo had died, and it was rumored that it had died of cholera. Raju was requested by Velan to come and see the dead animal. To Raju, the people, they were clearly losing their heads. They are entering a nightmare phase. Line 72 from the novel. A small crowd follows Raju as he walks to the dead buffalo. On inspecting the animal, Raju declares that it had died due to a poisonous bite and it belonged to a different village. It did not come from the same village. This relieved the villagers for a little while. Now, what happens? More and more cattle start dying. The shopkeepers raise the prices, which make the villagers' already tough life more difficult, and they are prone to anger bursts and fist fights over many such issues. Now, hell is let loose. People are living in great scarcity. In short, all hell was let loose on the lives of the naive village folks and consequently upon Raju because they come to the spiritual leader. He is their spiritual leader and they come to his rescue. How he wished to run for cover to some new place and be left in peace. The next morning comes with new tidings, new news, new information. What is that? From Valen's brother, that Valen has been injured in a fight, in a brawl. Raju wonders whether the same man could have injured Valen because the brother who had come with this news, he was a half-witted man and spent time grazing with his cattle the whole day and also cruel and abusive to them. He never ever visited Raju, but today he comes to seek blessings from the Swami. Why? Because all of them they are preparing for a counter attack. All the brothers, including Velen, had a tiff with the shopkeeper, and this night they were planning a big attack as a retaliation. Raju liked to stay away from all this commotion, lest the police could land up and all would fall down like a pack of cards. Now, the imaginary world which he has created as a refuge for himself, it would be open. Everything would be in the open if the police came to know about it. He admonishes them not to plan an attack on the shopkeeper and that he would instruct them what to do later on at some other time. The boy gets frightened and runs off to the village. Raju adds, that he will not eat until they behaved well and were good to each other. The boy conveyed this message to the villagers. Now, this message that the Swami will stop eating if they did not behave well, if they were not good with each other, this is being sent to the village. And from here, we'll see a new impact on the scheme of events. So, we come to the end of this session and it is to be continued in next session. Thank you.